I spent $30,000 on this app. How'd I get here, and what's the full story, and how's this app doing right now? So it all started a year ago when I founded Conch AI with my partner, and we scaled it to over 1 million users, and we're earning a decent amount of cash from that. But the problem was that it was a very seasonal product in that it was focused on writing, and the academic world happened to be a big part of it. So what we wanted to do was diversify, and back then not a lot of people were building chatbots. So initially this started off as a chatbot where it would just be you would talk to things about your habits and about certain things you wanted to learn about. So if you want to learn about like Python, it would be a specific Python disk chat. And so that's where it started. And then one partner decided to split off and just focus solely on this app. And then I decided to go with the other partner and work on something else, which was also a chatbot of a sort. That didn't go so well. And then eventually we were using company money to spend on this, and we actually ended up spending already at that point $15,000. So it was getting very hefty. Then I decided to join the other partner again and invest money back into this. And then we ended up spending another $10K. So what are the costs that went into this? Well, if you see, there's a lot of assets that go into this. So there's the badges, there's the emotes. Oh shoot, I'm not leveled up enough to unlock the emotes yet. There's all sorts of went to this, the background. So the artist alone costed around $5,000. Then, so I'm someone who's been coding since 10, and my partner that left been coding for a few years at that point too. So he was not an expert in Flutter, whereas if I want to pick something up immediately, I could pick it. And we hired, actually even in the beginning, because I was busy with Conch, we hired Flutter developers, and they were costing around like $2K a week. So just development costs, this out very fast, took up probably like 10-15K on its own. So that's 20K right there. Then there's miscellaneous marketing costs of trying out different channels. That alone probably costed 2-3K. Though I will say those my partner were handling, so I'm not really sure what the expenses happened over there. So if you ever want to create your company, try to be the sole owner. Only if there's like a big reason to start it with someone else, do it then, because then there's also co-founder conflicts, personal issues. Like if they see you doing this in your personal life, they'll bring that to work. It becomes a whole mess. So if I want to take a short break and actually use Instagram for once, what I can do is click take a short break, and now I have to pay coins to unlock. And where do I get these coins from? Well, that's the genius part. You have to create your good habits, such as reading, exercise, meditation, 1-minute cold showers. I've been kind of behind on the cold showers. I think my body is just naturally cold, so I kind of justify it that way, that I need to warm it up to begin my day. But anyways, when you complete, and then you also have threats. So these are the bad habits like eating sugar that you want to avoid. That's something I've done really well on, and my jawline reflects that. But if you can, once you complete a habit, you get coins, and you can use these coins to unblock apps. So that way you level up in real life, and you cut down screen time, and now your life is happy, it's meaningful, and now you don't ever wonder why you're depressed. So we built this cutie pie. What happened next? Well, my partner then got burnt out from it because he just had other ideas, which he started to work on, I think, while we were working on the project. Or at least tried to start ideating on it. It's kind of crazy how he came to me and he was like, I already have this new idea. So he left, but I thought that was very unfair. I didn't want to take on the expenses all by myself, which even though we were making money, business world, until you exit, you're not ever fully set. So the cash flow was there, but it was going all to Conch, and I was not gonna involve Conch's money into this. So that happened. Somehow or the other, he ended up taking 90% ownership of the app in exchange for taking on all the costs, which happened somehow because we also bought him out from the other company, the main company, Conch AI. So he ended up making a 6-figure exit. The thing is, he stopped working on that company 2 months in, so he made 6 figures off 5 months of work. And then the crazy thing is just because the company's doing really well, he thinks he deserves 33%. Boggles my mind. Anyway, I'm also trying to be empathetic, and if I was in his shoes, what kind of mental models would I have that would lead to that point? And I guess he did put initial money up front, as in like 1K, 2K. But then compared to the exit, it's more so you let someone down as basic value that other equal partners, you'll do equal work, but he would just hire random people. He wouldn't even check on them, and then rack up cost expenses. And all the people, he spent 30K from Conch's money on work that just got deleted. We just deleted the code because it was useless. So that all happened. People ask me, why am I so jaded all the time? That all happened all 2-3 months ago, and then suddenly he came to me that another company wanted to buy this app and that to give me my 10%. But then I realized that what if I just bought it? And I think I believe a lot in the potential, and especially the problem of the way people, especially my generation, are always like this scrolling, and they think that it's perfectly fine. And probably maybe is for a lot of them, but I think for a lot of people it does lead to a lot of depression. Not immediately of course it seems fun, but built up over a few months, years. And if you don't have anything else outside of this, like meaningful relationships, family, friends, work, it destroyed so many people's lives. And while this app was running, it was accumulating hundreds of users on its own. So I saw a lot of potential there. And so I recently bought it for a small amount, in the thousands of dollars of course, but not something crazy like the actual $30,000 that's been spent on this. Bought it for this, and now I'm on my own. I don't really like making, well, I have Conch too, so to preface, Conch is my main focus. This is just figuring out strategies when I'm bored on the weekends, how to grow this. So it's also, I've been thinking about that I'm not super passionate about it anymore, because I know it's a real world problem. Actually, no, that's a lie. I am super passionate about the problem, but distributing and getting it out in front of people, it seems very hard for some, because they're trying to get people to take vitamins or even their painkillers. Getting people to take painkillers is easy, getting people to take vitamins is much harder. And vitamins is what prevents the disease in the first place, so once you have depression, of course it's easy. Actually, that just gave me an idea. Why am I positioning Doxo as a preventative? Because no one, even if it helps you, this world just doesn't want preventative things. They'll eat junk food, grow all day, but won't care when they actually get problems. Because I don't have a lot of time to spend on this, I only made minor feature updates because there's no way and whenever I get an idea for a TikTok, I like making it. But it's tough, it's a tough journey still, and that's why I'm wondering if I'm sacrificing conscious growth for this. So if it ever gets to a point where I feel like that's happening, I'd step off. But at the same time, I do believe that this should be out in front of a lot of people, like so well designed and made. So I do give props to the partner for all of that stuff. I am starting to enjoy making videos too, because it's not something I've ever done. Marketing in terms of viral marketing, and especially from figuring out how people in my generation think and act, and getting a video out in front of them towards that perspective. I guess I made this video, but this one's more for personal reasons. If you like this video, like and subscribe, so please, it helps the algorithm and people download this so I can recoup my investment, and also it helps you. Actually, if you probably comment down below and then DM me your email or something, I can probably give you the $35 per yearly subscription that unlocks the entire app. I'm keeping a generous free trial. I'm keeping a generous free trial, so it has all the functionality of blocking the apps. But the thing that costs a lot of money to maintain is the chatting, which is AI on the back end, so that's expensive to maintain. So if you want all of that, just DM me your email. I can probably give you a free trial. Just promote it to your friends in return. The friends feature I'm kind of passionate about too, because I think a lot of people, the way to become is I think for a lot of people, it's the way to become happier is when you have people to go on a journey with. And the hard part is finding someone with those exact same problems. So I'm gonna build like a map feature that helps you find people nearby and then talk to them. So I think that would be super cool. Stay tuned. If you like this app, share it with your friends. Promote this video if you like this video. It really helps a lot. See ya.